Beside shepherd I shall not want, him maketh I lie down in a green pastures, him leadeth I beside still water them, him restoreth I soul, him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! The heathen them now they saw them day like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn upon judgment, nor the sinner man them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah loveth the way of the righteous, and the way of the sinner man them always and always I would perish. Where two centuries meted in the name of the Most High Jah, are there so Jaja there. If Jaja never watch upon your house, the watchman I go watch it in vain. Same way if Jaja never build up them same house, the builder I go build it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is safe. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Jah shall deliver him from all of them. And I give thanks and I says unto your name, King of Kings and Lord of Lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Amasa Yahuda, Amasa Negusta Nogaste Daniel Ama. Komaya Sataya. Aimana Pio Aya. Kremawe Gromabe. This is the Blackpot, aka Kukushono, where we speak truth to power. In every traditional African home, there is a blackpot, and each time this blackpot rests on the fire, there is something very sumptuous cooking. Today, we are serving you with the delicacies that you have longed for all this while. This is the blackpot, and remember, in the blackpot, we only speak patriotism, Pan-Africanism, no politics. For us, politics is so infantile and has been the bane of the development of Africa. My brother, my sister, we also do not criticize in the blackpot. But if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. This is the Blackpot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. My brother, my sister, we are watched across the world via satellite, and we are also live on our YouTube channel, and that is the Black Empire Media. Our Black is spelled B-L-A-K-K. We are unique in everything we do. The masters of Pan-Africanism on TV. This is the Blackpot, aka Kukushonomo. And the first story we're looking at today is quite intriguing. And what does it say? It says, I will deal with small boy special prosecutor. And who is saying this? Who is the big boy? And who is the small boy? This is the man. This is the man. And what is his name? Colonel Kojo Damwa. Now, Colonel Kojo Damwa is supposed to be the boss of the Customs and Excise Preventive Service, SEPS, right? And there he is, my brother, my sister. Why is he saying that he will deal with the small boy known as the special prosecutor? And this is him, Kisia Jabing. Look at the headline. Why small boy SP wants to destroy me? Customs boss explains. And what is he saying? Look at this. Small boy SP won't find it easy if he attempts to destroy me. And this is the customs boy, Colonel retired Kojo Damwa. Look at his face. Is it not very, very scary and threatening? Is this a face anybody would like to mess with? My brother, my sister, this is the man. But what is the story saying? What exactly is happening? Have we all heard about La Bianca? Now, La Bianca is an establishment that is owned by one woman who at the same time is a member of the Council of State. Now, according to the special prosecutor, Kisia Jabing, this woman used her position to cut away duty that she was supposed to pay and other taxes on goods that she imported into the country. Now, La Bianca deals in frozen foods, chicken and so on and so forth, imported into the country. And for that matter, special prosecutor followed up on the issue and made this woman cough out as much money as over 1 million Ghana cedis. The whole Ghana is applauding. Come along. Let me tell you more. Now, the customs boss, Colonel Kojo Damoa, is not happy about this. According to him, the little boy, special prosecutor, has been holding grudges against him for some time now. And he came out publicly to warn the little boy, special prosecutor, that he wouldn't find it easy with him. What did he say? He said it in plain black and white. Now listen, there was a certain man called Akurugu, who the special prosecutor wanted to be seconded to his office. But in his own wisdom as the customs boss, he said it was not proper and he would not allow it. And he signed against that. From that time, there have been some sour grapes between Colonel Kojo Damoa and Kisi Aja being the special prosecutor. And he came out publicly like a little infant, shouting in front of idiots who were clapping at the end of his idiotic talk that he is going to chase the special prosecutor. In fact, in his own speech, he said he had even sent some people to the office of the special prosecutor to warn him against victimizing him and witch hunting him. What a country. Now, my brother, my sister, I thought there was even going to be something different from this. If the special prosecutor wanted somebody, an officer that he felt was worth his salt, to help him in his office, to be able to work for Mother Ghana, and you felt that no, this person should not be transferred to the office of the special prosecutor, you must have a reason, a better reason, in the interest of Ghana. Was that reason in the interest of Ghana? Now, if the special prosecutor was heard about it and decided to go after the content and not the content provider, may I speak some more? Hear me now. Special prosecutor is only doing his work. If Madame LaBianca decided to use her position as a member of the Council of State and decided to go and get goods from foreign countries without paying the right duties on them, a special prosecutor uncovered this and made a cough out over 1 million Ghana cedis to the people of Ghana. Has he done anything wrong? And now this man is threatening, breathing hailstone and fire on the special prosecutor and calling him a small boy. Now, in the interview he granted, in fact, he said that he would make sure that the special prosecutor does not succeed in his witch hunt of him, that other people tried and failed. Why all these threats? Where is the country going? He also added that he's older than Kisiaja being the special prosecutor, and he would make sure that he fights him down in his witch hunt. Is that a country that we say God should bless? God bless our homeland Ghana and make us great and strong, bold to defend forever the cause of freedom and of right. Is that this country? People who are supposed to be working in the interest of the country are now personalizing things and fighting each other, sending emissaries to go and threaten offices. My brother, my sister, hear me now. Was there a wrongdoing in the case of LaBianca? Did she pay the money in coercion? Was she coerced? Was she forced to pay that money? Now, if the money is going to the people of Ghana, why wouldn't we say hallelujah? Are we going to kick her out of a position as a member of the Council of State? How many more people have been benefiting in quotes from all these tax cuts and duty cuts? Now, according to the customs people, oh, this is a normal thing that happens. There was no wrongdoing and blah, blah, blah. Yet the special prosecutor finds a wrongdoing. Are we going to go into it? Is the matter going to court? Yes, it's going to court. Now, who is coming out as the victor is the nation at the end of it all, because this is supposed to be in the service of God and country. But for the customs boss, let me look at you in the face and tell you that you are so infantile. Those utterances, do you have children? I'm sure your children would come back to you and tell you that, Father, you have been very infantile. What was that noise for? You are older than him, and that you have led life well. You won't allow anybody to destroy you or whatever. Let the courts decide that. You could have gone ahead with your press conference without those threats. You could have gone ahead to explain your point without calling anybody a small boy. That is why Nana Addo, himself so old, has surrounded himself with old, arrogant guys. This is not the first time we are hearing somebody say, I am old. I'm older than your father. Respect me. We all remember the Agric minister saying that to a journalist, right? Do we all remember? Osafo Mafo and the rest, all dying horses are all in power. Why would the country grow? It's about people who are supposed to be in the museum because they are so old, so we can come and pay and watch their old faces, threatening young people who are doing their work. I am so disgusted at the utterances of this guy who claims he's so old. That your place is the museum, not customs. How could you speak like this in public? Now this thing is in the public domain. It's going to be played years after you are dead and gone. And your children are going to bear the brunt of the public from now till the end of it. Your ghost would also bear the brunt of the people of the world, well-meaning people. In the interim, I want to say congratulations to Kisia Jabeng. You have been struggling to make a point. I know that you have a clean mind, even though you have been appointed by a corrupt president. You want to be able to chop your own way. I encourage you to do that. I encourage you to work very hard. And for the person who petitioned the OSP, that's the Office of the Special Prosecutor, to go after LaBianca, I want to also doff my heart for you. And we call out to many more whistleblowers. Walk into the office of the Special Prosecutor and report people you think are in one or two corrupt deals, so that the nation would have a breath that is so fresh that all of us can say, oh, the country is relaxing now. In the interim, dash it away, make we deal with the next thing. My brother, my sister, this is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Shonemo, where we speak truth to power. Next thing worth looking at: Knust students, skillful exam cheaters. Knust students, skillful exam cheaters. My God, this is a university I went to. Yes, University of Science and Technology. Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. The name of a great man has been embossed on this university. Beautiful university. I was at Independence Hall, but look at the headlines from My Joy Online. Students use UV light to cheat in exams. And this is a news research that is revealing this nonsense. My brother, and when you read the story, you'll be shocked. Now the chief researcher is called Dr. John Bullard Fokwo. That's him. A young man. And he has researched into the whole thing. Let's read. Dr. John Bullard Fokwo, the lead researcher, said, in the course of the exam, all they did was to shine or focus the red rays of the pen onto the surface. Then all the answers would appear. Most invigilators are aware of other technological devices that students use to cheat. But with the UV light, most of them are not aware. My brother, hear me. Dash it away. Hear me. And I need us to talk. Why would students want to cheat? Now, is examination supposed to be the only way of testing students? Examination as in, today you are going to sit down and write. Paper, pen, write, questions, write, answer, and pass and go. Our educational system has been demeaned. I've seen so many brilliant students wet their salt who have failed exams, and their lives came crashing to a halt. Lazy, idiotic students with no brains. I have seen them pass, and when they finish, they are put in positions where they mess up and drag the country's name down because they know nothing. It's all because we choose only one day to sit the students down and make them recount everything they have studied, or most of the things they have studied. My brother, my sister, do they have oral tests? Can the UV light work on oral tests? Do they have practicals? Examination. What's the percentage written examination takes? Is it 80%, 90%, or 100%? When I went to UST, it was all about examinations. Yes, you would have to write. Mid-semester examinations, you will write. Some people were also engaged in some kind of practical. But even with that practical, you still have to write. My brother, my sister, what is the purpose of examination? Is it just to write, pass, and go? Or is it supposed to be about what you have in your head? I know students whose duty it is to just chew and pour. I don't know how you call it in your country, Baba or Di Baba Sanwa. When he's walking, you think that he's praying in tongues. No, he's reciting. Matter is anything that has weight and occupies spaces. Yes, and yes, biology is the study of, is like that. If a mosquito passes around his ear, hey, he's forgotten. Matter. Oh, matter was in the Bible. He's totally gone. My brother, my sister, is that how we are supposed to assess the knowledge that we impart to students? When you go to Germany, is that what they do? You go to England, that we are copying, is that what they do? Do you have oral examinations, practical examinations, or is all about written? And now look at what the Knust is doing. The students who are supposed to be scientists, because this is a science university, University of Science and Technology, they go in there with pens that are not normal pens, UV. So they write the examination answers in their mathematical sets. When you read that story, that's what it says. They write some on their body parts. You look, you won't see anything. Whilst they are in the examination hall, they just shine the light from the pen and all the answers are showing and they write everything down. They think they are smart. The knowledge is not there. They have cheated to pass. But the researcher has said something interesting that I would like to share with you. Show me that thing that he said. And I'm going to conclude on that. In that story, this came to light and I want to share it with you. Watch this. All I have to do is write all perceived answers on a sheet in my mathematical set and send it in. Thereafter, I use the UV light to reveal the answers. Easy, right? He thinks he's smart. That's a student saying that. He doesn't know that he's being stupid. But Dr. Foucault says what? Dr. Foucault recommended that to curtail academic cheating, educational authority should not only improve institutional mechanisms to prevent cheating, but also make a conscious effort to alter students' perception on cheating. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Come along. Alter students' perception on cheating. Hey, forget about Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and apply it to our corrupt environment, our corrupt continent. The attitude Kwame Nkrumah talked about is what Foucault is talking about. We are not able to impart to our citizens the citizenry, the perception they have about corruption. My brother, my sister, when the Arabs came here, they forced Islam on us. We were doing other things. When the Europeans came, they forced Christianity on us. When they left, we took their way of dressing, their way of eating, their way of praying, their religions, and forgot our own religions, right? It's the same act that affects us all over the place. I'm going to explain. Hey, if we started from the start, the very beginning, to teach our children, corruption is terrible, corruption is bad. This is just like the Arabs and the Europeans taught us their religion, and they left. And we continue. The Bible says it. Train up a child the way he should go. So when he grows up, what happens? He will not depart from it, right? You think the Bible is crazy? The Bible is a book of guide, right? It's a guidance for you. You understand that? From the beginning, you teach your children how to behave. And we should make it a model that they see. Listen, you cannot tell a child, don't do this, don't do this, and they see you doing it. When they see you doing it, they know that you are a fool. So they will do it too. Try it with your children. Tell your child, don't do this. The next moment they see you doing it, they will try it. If you don't do it and you tell them not to do it, they would see it as a model and continue. You can't teach children not to be corrupt and yet you are corrupt. You cannot tell your child that corruption is so terrible, it's bad, and you go to hell and you destroy the country. Next moment your child fails and you are looking for a headmaster who will take bribe from you to put your failed child in a school and remove a student who has passed brilliantly. Do we understand? Hear me now. Dr. Fokwo is talking like Nkrumah. He's saying, let us look at the perception of students pertaining to cheating. Let them understand that cheating only makes them less of human beings. You understand? You don't have the knowledge. So when you cheat and pass, you will think that you are smart, but you are killing the country. You are destroying the generations to come. You are destroying the system that is holding you, the country that is keeping you. It's like living in a house and setting it on fire. Once the country collapses, it collapses with you. We should let students understand that the fact that you have failed an exam doesn't mean that you are stupid. It just means that it's not your time to pass the exam well. Just study a little bit more. Passing an exam is not the end of life. If I cannot pass an examination of biology in biology, I could be a good mechanic or a good something else. So when we make it a certain yardstick that you must pass this exam or else you are worthless, then people would find ways and means of passing, like the UV light cheating. Are we making sense? Are we making sense? How many people have we seen in the society who have become makers of civilization yet failed all their exams? How many people have we seen pass all their exams yet they are walking on the street with no common sense, stealing and cheating and fooling? Examinations are not supposed to be the only yardstick to measure the achievements of people. That is what Dr. Fokwo is saying. And when we slap this on corruption, it's the same thing. People must be taught to understand exactly what corruption is and what it does to us as a people and the generations to come. And this one should be taught right from the beginning. It is a moral that has to be impacted to the people. And when they see the society live this model, they cannot depart from it. Go to Europe. A little child. Give a little child some, how do I say, candy. Let them eat it and see if they will drop the candy wrapper on the floor. No. The model, the system tells them that this is wrong. Yet over here, grown-up assholes are walking on the streets throwing things all over the place. And it's annoying, isn't it? Isn't it? What kind of a people are we? We're just walking around fooling and misbehaving. That's why when Nkrumah got us independence, the first thing he said to us, he said, now that you have the independence, we have to change our attitudes. Attitudes. From when Nkrumah said it, up till now, that has become an albatross around our neck. Stinking attitudes. Corrupt people. Council of State member evading tax and duties. People using electricity and refusing to pay, bypassing the meters and the national word greed and cheating. And they claim they are smart. What kind of smartness is this? The country is applauding thieves and cheats and saying that they are smart. Yet the people who live genuine lives, they are those who are relegated to the background and called the poor people. The country, the whole continent respects riches without looking at the source of the riches. True? When would this mentality change? The attitude, the perception. So yes, it's a Knust examination thing, but it's bigger than Just an examination. Let's think about it. When I return, I have more to discuss with you. Today we have a number of international stories. We're going to be going to the Zambia to tell a story. We'll go to Nigeria and tell a story. Hey, our viewers in Nigeria, viewers in Zambia, it's your day. We are talking. In the interim, I have something for you about cheating, about being corrupt, cheating in the examination malpractices. Watch this and think about it. Whoa!
Sorry. Oh, Doc. Yes, and you both, Doc. I want to know why you did. We must why she. I've said, "Do you turn your man? No, see the young cook. So your stomach was up. Said the young heartburn. So I be count. And then crying. Meaning said if you be forcing, I don't know.
Test results natural say when you malaria when you moji.
Yeah, 3D.
Yes, malaria. Nani yem no so we no here. Tinatet tomac. Ena tinatet malake. Fama no nano ho betono.
Malake, anything at Tumac. I'm on my free.
Tinatet malake, eyama obi a wanya malaria fever. Ena tinatet tomac mixture, eyama obi a wanya indigestion. Yen hwehwemu hu so wanya malaria and sign na wafa edrui. Not recommended for children below 12 years. Pregnant or lactating mothers should consult a doctor.
Blackpot, Coco Show.
This is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Shonomo, where we speak truth to power. And remember, live on Pan-African TV, yes, Ghana's Pan-African TV, Africa's Pan-African TV, #1. We're also live on Ghana Web TV, live on Loud Silence TV, and also live on our own TV, Black Empire TV. We are the masters of Pan-Africanism. We don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. My brother, my sister, we are not affiliated to any party, dead or alive. Politics to us is infantile. What is most important to us, like Kwame Nkrumah said, is patriotism. Yes, patriotism is the key. That is what we need to be able to come out clean and make Africa the capital of the world. True? Come on! And I'll say thank you so much for coming along. Watch it. We are in Zambia. How the Zambian Kwacha became the world's second best performing currency. The world's best. And when you look at the photo, it's interesting. You see the old Kwacha in the right hand of this man. And then the new Kwacha is the same Kwacha. One is old and one is new. The Kwacha is the currency that the Zambia uses. And as it stands right now, it is the world's second best performing currency. And Ghana's currency is the worst performing currency in the sub-region. True? So we are talking about two different currencies. One is the world's second best performing currency. And the other one is the least performing. Right? And when you look at the Kwacha, it's also interesting. In fact, it is Africa's sixth strongest currency. Africa's sixth strongest currency. But in the world, it is the world's second best performing currency. Do you get it? Fresh breath for Zambian Kwacha. We use CD in Ghana. In Nigeria, we use Naira. And when you go to the Francophone, so-called Francophone countries, they use what is called a CFA. CFA, but say CFA. Right? CFA, CFA. My God. Come, let us read this. It's interesting. Come along. Now, my brother, my sister, look at it. How has the Kwacha been able to regain power and strength? Now, look at it. In July 2021, the Kwacha fell to 22.6 per dollar. Have you seen it? 22.6 per dollar. Continuing a losing streak from the previous year. There were widespread concerns that the former president Edgar Lunga's economic risk-taking was sustainable. For instance, Zambia was Africa's first pandemic-era sovereign defaulter in November 2020. Zambia, yes, the very first to default during the pandemic. Zambia was already crying, the first country to cry. And their former president was Edgar Lungu. That's him. So people started thinking, but this man's policies have not been good. The country has started sinking terribly, and so on and so forth. Oh my God. But see what happened. But after the country held its elections, and Hakainde Hichilema, a renowned businessman and activist, emerged president, there was a fresh burst of optimism. And who is this man we are talking about? That's the current president. Younger, sharper, smarter. Look at him. And what is his name? My brother, my sister, is interesting. His name is powerfully African. Hakainde Hichilema. That's his name. Now, following the general elections on August 12th, the Kwacha gained 30% against the dollar to hit 15.89 from 22.6. It came to 15.89 per dollar. Can you see that? The currency went on to record the best year since 2005. Since 2005. 17 years. So everybody's hailing this president. Hailing the president. The president is smart. He's sharp. He's a businessman. Hey. Hakiende made it. Another reason the Kwacha has risen is they restored their mining prowess by cutting away the mining bullishness that came out from foreign establishments and so on and so forth. Watch it. Zambia is Africa's second largest copper producer. Now, behind the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Second in the whole of Africa. In the production of what? Copper. Mining has long been a cornerstone of Zambia's economy, comprising 77% of its annual export value. This is extremely high. Watch it. And 27.7% of its annual government revenue. Are you joking? But despite the lucrative resources, Western mining companies have for years put more effort into trying to get out of than into the African copper haven. My brother, my sister, and the frustration has been deep. I read more. Now see what else is up. Now, aside Hichilema's zeal for the industry, there is a growing awareness that copper and cobalt, that's very interesting, are central to the world's shift towards renewable energy. Can you believe that? Now the world is talking about renewable energy, and copper and cobalt are the two commodities that the world is moving towards right now. And they are both produced in Zambia. Now, interestingly, when you read further, you will see that it also says that because of that, the world is coming towards Zambia to get more, and therefore exports have increased, and they've been able to cut away some, bullishness, as in some other companies trying to bully their way through and blah, 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 blah. And now they have given the money to the nation by empowering indigenous Zambian mining companies. Now, when you read, it says in cobalt, Congo is so dominant that it's impossible to ignore. Consequently, the Zambian Kwacha has been in high demand as revenue from the country's exports increased by 14.2% to 5.9 billion in 2021. Now, according to the Bank of Zambia, copper contributed $4.4 billion to the country's total earnings that year. Can you believe that? 4.4 billion. And we are at the IMF asking for 1.5 billion. Zambia has been able to make 4.4 billion from copper alone. My brother, my sister, giving us a lot of money in Africa. Now, recently, the Quantum Minerals also launched a nickel, and this is most important, a nickel mining project in Zambia. And what is nickel used for? You read further, you will get it. It says nickel is a key metal in lithium rechargeable batteries, stainless steel manufacture, and jet engines. Hallelujah. Bring back that one. Bring it back. Hear me now. What are they saying? Take the last paragraph again. It says, recently the first Quantum Minerals also launched a nickel mining project in Zambia. Nickel is a key metal in lithium rechargeable batteries, stainless steel manufacture, and jet engines. Nickel. Nickel. All the batteries that you use, rechargeable batteries, right? Lithium rechargeable, all have nickel. And all your jet engines, now everybody is flying, right? Jet engines are made from nickel. At the same time, stainless steel. So Zambia has made it big. Don't confuse Zambia with Gambia. One starts with a G and the other starts with a Z, right? Now, Zambia's dollar debt is also a problem. And therefore, they brought the IMF in. And when the IMF came, they were able to pay some of their debts. And then, they handled other things. Dash it away. But hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. Hear me. I have something important to tell you. This is how Zambia has been able to move away from the doldrums. Students, now we are in a class. Students, in one word, how did Zambia change its fortunes? That had bedeviled it for 15 years. How? Leadership. Bring the former president, Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu inherited a nation that was in debt. He couldn't do much about it. His policies even sank the country deeper to the point that $1 was equivalent to 22 kwacha and even more during his regime. And when Edgar Lungu made way for the next president, the younger president, Hakainde, it moved from 22 plus to 15. About 6 steps. And the country is making it big. It's going to grow better. Leadership. The people are moving towards Zambia. How can Africa learn from this? Nigeria has all the oil, yet most corrupt. Leadership is terrible. Ghana has gold, has bauxite. Hey, Ghana is so blessed. Ghana is the next heaven. Hey, I am in Ghana. I don't want to go to heaven again because God has given us heaven already. But dirty leaders, dwarfish, pot-bellied, fly-happy, dromomaniac presidents have messed up this country. When Mahama came, see how he messed up this country too. But the dwarfish, chameleonic leader, pot-bellied, fly-happy leader, has made Mahama look like an angel. And when we say, they don't want us to say it. They are all flying out of the country, treating themselves. They are damnable, accursed sicknesses that they got from corruption and foolishness. And they don't want anybody to say that. You and I, we are dying at Kolebu. Hey, 2 days ago, I read something. One of the hospitals in the north, was it Bimbila or some other hospital like that? Dead bodies are rotting up. When you are entering the hospital, you are smelling something. What is this? It doesn't smell like fish. Kobe, no, it doesn't smell like animals that are dead. It has a different smell. You know, when humans die and they are rotting up, they have a unique smell. And it is not fragrance. No, it is terrible. It is pungent. Dead bodies were rotting up in this hospital. Oh, Jesus. It saddens my heart that I'm not able to remember which part of Ghana. Just last week. Would the president want to die in that hospital? Eh? Finance minister, would he want to die in that hospital? Certainly not. True? Let's be careful, brethren. Let's love the citizenry that brought us into power and not lord it over them to make it look like we are better than everybody. Zambia is paving the way. How did it do it? Leadership. Loyal leadership, wise leadership, not an arrogant leadership. Zambia, I doff my hat. President Hakainde, I want to be your friend. I want to be a friend to loyalists, not a friend to arrogant people. No, sir. I know you'll be watching this. Give me an invitation. I'm going to come over and shake your hand in camera so that we can embrace. Thank you for loving Africa. Rastafari. Whoa!
My name is Waris, but all of you know me as Comedian Waris. I come from a home where cleanliness is not only next to godliness, but a must. We seldom fell ill, and we saved our doctor this headache. At an early age, my mother introduced us to our best gift ever, PJ's Acid Cleaner. PJ's Acid Cleaner kills 99% of all germs and keeps your WCs, marbles, tiles, and concrete floors sparkling new and clean. In fact, you don't need any extra muscle when it comes to PJ's Acid Cleaner. It has all the muscle. When my fiancée, Mameya, first visited me, I almost lost her. She didn't believe I was single, lived alone, and without a house help. Yet my house had this great fragrance and was always clean. I had to reveal my secret, PJ's Acid Cleaner, my family's greatest gift.
For bulk purchases, please call 0244 624 526 or 0262 233 243.
Am I sumo?
Yes, Mama Rade.
And you may yakin cancer no. Yaba my sister Paulina and a day after.
You may yakin cancer no. Yaba free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe. Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey, madam.
Majem Kwani. Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsule. A drawing Tina Berwati Semi. Me ready a mention glasses. Obroni Bessie. See clear.
Hey, no crow. Tinatet Hayan Herbal Capsules. A full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A drawing baby atwa. Got Tina Tet Herbal Shop. Hey, now what?
Yeah,
Tina Tet Hayan.
see clear. Luxury home. It's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wave caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here. We do sprays training, we do wave caps installation, we do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
First of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right? I do the whole, I've been doing it for many, many years. And so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art. That's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music, I do inspirational music, I do cultural music, I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like it needs some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you know. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narrative that if a man is poor and can't take care and that is not good. Not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. You know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, you know, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down the Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, Luchi and we in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when no Sunday.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be that 16BARS M-as-in-Mary.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me on, first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm 16bars@outlook.com. So that is 16, this time it's the word all spelled out, 16bars@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right, so that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right, so that's it. That's what I do, and keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down a Ochi. Only for veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, the GMO in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation with no sand.
Go on, Skipper George. Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
This is the Blackpot, aka Kuku Shonum, where we speak truth to power. But remember that we are now in Nigeria. Omo Niger, waiting the happen. Hey, chai. What is this? Ajagule, AJ. Galala, 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 Galala. I love Galala. We are in Nigeria. Terrorism in Nigeria is at the zenith. Boko Haram is all over the place. Kidnappings, killing, bombings, to the point of even kidnapping police in Nigeria. My brother, my sister, now Buhari is an old soldier. And people believe that he was a no-nonsense soldier. He would come into power and deal with all the terrorism. But no, terrorism is still here. But one security expert has been able to diagnose the problem. And this is him. He's called Abdul Suleiman. Yes, and what is Abdul Suleiman saying? And if you look at his cheeks, you will realize that he's well fed. He's not like those ones in some other African countries where hunger is rife. Somalia and Ethiopia, some parts of Ethiopia, and so on and so forth. Our prayer is that hunger will be eliminated in Africa for good. Hear me now. A security expert, Mr. Abdul Suleiman, has attributed the increasing rate of terrorism and banditry in Nigeria to less attention on engagement of experienced and trained crime fighters. Did you hear that? Experienced and trained crime fighters. Really? So what's Nigerian police doing? Suleiman opined that Nigeria police may be missing the services of the likes of the suspended Deputy Superintendent of Police, DCP Abba Kyari, and crack detectives in the face of the nation's growing insecurity. Jesus. I have something to tell you. But who is this Abba Kyari? This is him. Now, in the history of Nigeria, we have 3 Abba Kyaris who were all police people. Look at them. All of them, the same name. All police officers. We are looking at the last one. And all these people did well. Now this Abba Kyari, what did he do for Nigerian police? Why is he where he is now? But where is he at all? Watch it. Whilst noting that Kyari's professionalism and records of achievements in fighting terrorism, kidnapping, armed robberies, murders, and other heinous crimes have no comparison, Suleiman said, these are the reasons why he received 3 IGP Medals of Courage, 2012, 2013 and 2014, consecutively 3 years running. IGP Medal of Courage, Presidential Medal of Courage 2016, an award for outstanding service to the nation by the National Assembly in 2020, amongst many others. And this is the part that I love, making him the most decorated officer in the history of Nigeria. Did you hear that? Hold it there. Making him the most decorated officer in the history of Nigeria. The most decorated officer. The other Abba Kyaris were not as decorated as this one. The older Abba Kyari died in 2020. And he was such a powerful man. He served in the presidency and did so many different things. The other one too, hey. Oh, giddy. Hey, waiting they happen. Chai. Hear me now. Abba Kyari is so respected when it comes to the police in Nigeria. But look at what happened. Boom! It says what? Suleiman recalled that Kyari and his colleagues refused to escape when the Kuje prison was attacked and taken over by heavily armed terrorist groups for about 3 hours on the evening of 5th July 2022. Yes, where all the terrorists in the prison were rescued and all the dangerous and deadly criminals, many on death row, escaped. My brother, my sister, Abba Kyari and his men stood firm, refused to escape, and fought all these people. God saved his life that night, as the terrorists who went for his life couldn't get him. And obviously, if jumping bail is the reason for not giving him bail, what of the fact that he refused to escape when he had opportunity to escape that very night, as 90% of the Idbis escaped successfully? He said, this is the Abba Kyari we're talking about, that he had stood firm and fought terrorism in Nigeria. At the point we're hearing nothing, then all of a sudden we heard about a guy called Hush Puppy. Hush Puppy brought a lot of prostitutes to Dubai and other places. He had money stolen from people, fraud, 419, or is it now 4110? I think it's increased in level, 4110. And some police people, in fact, were fingered. Abba Kyari was one of those, so he's been suspended. Hey, now when you read the story further, it says that because he was well decorated, in fact, the most decorated policeman, people envied him. Other police people envied him. So for that reason, he probably was, what's the word? Framed. So they framed him for blame, suspended him, so that they would have a field day to be corrupt and do other things. My brother, my sister, if this is true, we need to investigate it properly and restore Abba Kyari, if he is the only man who can fight terrorism in Nigeria. Again, how many officers are ready to die for their country in Nigeria? It's all about patriotism. If other people did not die for the country, there would not have been any country for you to come and sit in. With regards to all the wonderful Nigerians, from the writers to the inventors to the politicians and all those people, we call on Nigeria to go deeper into the investigation and see how this guy can be restored or otherwise. In the interim, this is the Blackpot. Dash it away. Finally, it's about to go down. The last thing I would like to look at is another interesting piece. This is the last one, right? Ghana gets 2 Olympic medals from white Ghanaian boy. Hey, do we have white people in Ghana? Yeah. Look. Ghana's unicycling hero giving rousing welcome at Mamprugu. Now the chief sitting there, or the king, is called Nabuagu. Nabuagu. He is the overlord of the Mamprugu. And when you know the history of the Mamprusis, you know exactly how powerful this man is. The Moses come all the way from Burkina Faso to pay homage to this person. In fact, in Dagbang, he is so respected. Nabuagu. But why is Nabuagu in this picture? Watch this. Our Mamprusi community greeted us with great fanfare. Yes, with great fanfare. Great fanfare today. And Nabuagu, paramount chief of Mamprugu, received his son, Mambora. That's Trey Hound. My brother, my sister, this is interesting. Now, Roger Hound was born in the United States, but has lived most of his life in Ghana for the past 9 years with his father. His father came all the way from America came and didn't live in Accra. He didn't live in Tamale. He didn't live in Takoradi, Cape Coast, Winneba, or any other such places close to the sea. He went all the way to the hot part of northern region. I'm talking about Mampurugu. And he settled there. His son has spent 9 solid years and even over there in Mampurugu. The white guy from America speaks Mampuruli better than a lot of us who are even from there. Listen to him, and when we return, we will conclude. We will see how he won the race too. Let's watch it.
Mambora la jining la unicycle chichik bari yini competition. So Mambora running la race got 50 meters. Ura ba chichi bari yini ni ura ningla bari yini kokwa.
You got it, Trey. You got it. Take it easy. You got it. You got it, buddy. You got it. Yeah!
Azabaluya, baluya. Mambora ifang mga. To ura ningi India 3rd place. Udia so banin to
There you go.
Woo, Ghana! First Ghana medal! Tuma, didn't you Ghana first medal? So, check I pass him Lucien too. Pass him Lucien. Upangu manga.
Holding on to the past, but like a hero in a dream. Christ came and he rescued me. Now I'ma tell the world, I'ma tell it everywhere I go.
Baluya means they are falling down. They are falling down. That's what the man is there saying. Baluya. They are falling down. The father is not the commentator. He said, go, Mambora, go, Mambora, go, yeah! Baluya. My brother, it excites me so much. Why? We are so interested in running to the white man's land. White people have come here, decided to take our names. The little boy there is called Mambora. Look at an American, white American, not black, speaking Mampuruli. It is a very, 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 very minority language in Ghana. He chose to speak that language. He didn't go for Akan, which is spoken all over. When tourists come here, they are looking for the language that, indigenous language that everybody speaks, and everybody says Akan. That is saying, you meet this etisane. You know, he's gone to speak Mampuruli. I don't want to speak anymore. Congratulations, I have something for you. And when Mambora returned, Mambora means I love it or I love you. That's the name they gave to the little boy. And the chief adopted the white boy and made him his son. One day, if we put him on the throne, some people will complain. But we need to look at the ancestry and look at the sacrifice. We can find somewhere and give him on the side of the throne. Do you agree? Do you not agree? Sometimes it is all about the loyalty and the heart rather than the color. True? When he returned, what did he do? He bought some things for friends in Mampurugu, and it's also been captured in the headlines all over. He bought some blades and bought some bicycles and things, tricycles and all that, and brought to the people of Mampurugu. On this note, I would like to say thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's been the Blackpot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. My name Black Rasta. I love you for loving me, and I love you for loving Africa. You are my friend if you love Africa. You cease to be one if you don't love Africa and the ideals of Kwame Nkrumah and our Father, my brother, my sister, I'll catch you again another time. Until then, wayo!